Hi, greetings and salutations. Remember the bumper for the Jeep? Well, I got some parts here that I'm going to add to this to actually turn this decorative bumper into an actual recovery point. Now, if you look at the stock bumper here, let's take a look at it. Here's the mounting bracket that bolts to the back of the Jeep, and then the bumper just bolts with 2 bolts onto that bracket. I wouldn't weld a D-ring to it and expect it to function as a recovering point. And the problem with this bumper is that it bolts onto the body the same way. And then the other weak link here is just where the mounting flange is welded to the actual bumper mount. It's welded to the bumper. It's just held on with this weld up here and these 2 3/4 inch welds here. And this is all 3/16. So the only thing tying this 5/8 inch D-ring shackle mount, it's welded directly to this 3/16. And then that's the only thing that's tying it to the Jeep. And if it, big enough shock load, then it will just tear that metal out. So what I'm going to do is use some of this 3/8 plate. I'm going to cut some fish plates to go between here. I'll weld that. I'll probably drill through here and do some rosette welds. And I'll just tie this whole thing directly into this. And let's break into this box and I'll show you what we have here. I got these off eBay, and I did find some on Amazon, but they're a lot more expensive on Amazon than eBay. You can get these already pre-made for about, what were they, 70, 80 bucks on eBay, and they're like 100 on Amazon. But if you wanted to save a couple of bucks and are willing to weld it up yourself, you can buy it unassembled and weld it up yourself. You have these nuts that have a shoulder on them, and they'll sit right there in the hole. You weld those in. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Those get welded in place. You tack this whole thing together, weld it all up, and it fits on the back of the Jeep. By cutting this out and opening this hole up, you can slide that in there and bolt that to here, and then you can bolt it up from the bottom as well through the holes that are in the subframe. And by doing that modification, now my recovery points are tied all the way back into the subframe, roughly that far, which is more gooder. I'll figure out what goes where and how it all goes together, and then I'll tack it up. I'm probably not going to get to it tonight, but I'll come back to it tomorrow when it's a little bit cooler. I gotta turn the air back on. I'll see you in a second. So on the right side of the vehicle, inside of here, you can see that down in there, there is a piece of metal that's spot welded into that unibody, the unibody frame part there, just beyond that little hole. And I gotta try to remove that, or I gotta notch this piece to accommodate for that. I believe that's the mount for the exhaust hanger. I don't believe there's one on the driver's side, no, but there is one of those holes that's got a lip on it. And also I need to back these spring bolts out, so I'm going to squirt some penetrant on that. Now see, if I'd have bought the already put together ones, I'd still have to modify it, cut it up, weld things back together. So I'm glad I did it this way. Alright, again, apologies for the background noise. I have to run air conditioning, otherwise I won't be able to. I'm sweating bullets, right? And the air is blowing right on me, so forgive me. These two marks represent the holes in the tailpipe mount that's inside that frame rail, and I'm just going to cut this piece out. You see here, this has got that elongated hole with the ridge on it. I'm going to cut that out so the rest of this sits all the way on the bottom of the channel there, and then I'll probably take about that much material out of this piece, and I'll weld it on the inside above this plane. You'll see in a minute. Ooh, mucho caliente. As you can see, I'm losing daylight. Oh, look at that, so pretty. I'm gonna hang it up for tonight, so I'll see you tomorrow. Well, hello. I have cut my plates that I'm gonna weld in here. I cut a hole here. I cut some holes here so I can weld that in, and I can weld those mounts together. So I'm gonna get this prepared, clamp that in place. I got that one ready to go already. I can put the mounts in, put the bumper on, bolt everything up, and once everything's bolted up and where it's supposed to be, I can weld them together, tack weld them together, pull everything back apart, weld everything together, put it back on. Yeah, it'll take a few times, I think. I think I gotta pull this bumper off 3 or 4 more times before I'm done, but I'll set you up, you can watch me weld. How about that? Oh, of course. course. It's bound to happen. Turns out I had a pound of wire from when I bought the welder. So I saved myself a trip, at least temporarily. So I'm gonna get back at it. So that's through welded, that's through welded, that's through welded. And then it's welded all the way around the perimeter, and it's really, really hot. Both sides. Put these brackets on and try to get the bumper on without burning me. Hopefully I can beat the rain. Ooh, it's not looking good. Not looking good. I might have to wait till tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna see if I can get these at least tacked on. Wish me luck. So you got this 5/8 shackle mount that's welded directly into this 3/8 plus 3/16 mount that's welded to these two mounts, which equal 3/8 of an inch, and directly into this, which is bolted in 9 different places. That should be mucho sturdier than this original 4-bolt mount. Ouch, that's hot. I just welded it, you idiot. So now, I checked, while it was underneath there, I checked for where I can actually put some more material to stiffen this corner in. And I think I'm just going to plate this. So I need to get out some CAD, cardboard aided design, and make a pattern. And then transfer that to a piece of 3/8. Got a couple pieces around here someplace. He's right there. And then I'll cut that out and probably do it tomorrow. It looks like we might actually get some rain. Probably not. Oh, it's raining now. Here I am just spraying away. Don't even bother turning on the camera. What an idiot. good. Okay. Now I get to put it on after this dries. We'll come back and look at it when it's installed. What'd you think? Well, I tell you what, I went down to the when I went down to Walmart today to get some paint. I bought a can of primer, two cans of black Rust-Oleum spray paint, and a can of Krylon truck bed coating, and it was almost 40 bucks. Man, everything's expensive. So I think those upgrades made this bumper even more usable. It's just not pretty anymore. It's actually functional. So I don't have a problem with hooking onto something, another vehicle, to snatch it out with that recovery point, and not worrying about my bumper being extricated from the back of my vehicle. That would suck. So I'm gonna hold off for now on the tire carrier. I'm gonna think on that for a minute. But I got the front bumper, so I'm gonna start working on that next. So stay tuned. If you like what you saw, smash the like button. Share it with your vast social media network. If you haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, click the little bell icon. That way you'll be notified of future uploads. If you want to support the channel, there's ways to do that in the description. If you shop on Amazon anyway, consider the links in the description to do all your Amazon shopping. Even if what you're looking at in the description isn't something you want, just go through one of those, shop away. Channel can earn a little bit of a commission. I appreciate that. Man, it's hot in here. Wow. So let's see. Like, share, comment. Oh, comment down in the doobly-doo. That way you'll trigger the algorithm, hopefully. And until next time, you have fun, stay safe, shoot straight, keep your powder dry, have a splendid day. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. It's hot. Did I mention it's hot? All right, we'll see you. Bye.